What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the 30th episode of Shots on Target with your host, Brad Betts, your go to show for global football analysis and betting. Today is Friday, October 4th. We unfortunately missed our play of the day yesterday as Hoffenheim secure only their second clean sheet since September 23rd of 2023. That's almost 374 days. It's a long time. So that's a bit unfortunate, but we are 10-3-1 over our last 14 picks. So let's go ahead, turn the page. Let's take a look at this weekend. And before we do, I want to let you know today we won't have a play of the day pre-match. There are a lot of looks I am looking at, but nothing pre-match makes sense with the numbers. On a Friday like this, sometimes they will nuke numbers too high, and I don't see anything that's worth the value. So when or if some of those plays come down live, look for a potential live look in the Telegram. So let's take a look for two of our best bets on Saturday morning. First bet in England League One. It's a familiar squad we're tailing. We're taking Huddersfield versus Barnsley. Huddersfield come in scoring in 37 of their last 45, which is 82%, and conceding in 37 of their last 46, which is 80%. Good figures. 4 out of every 5 matches they will score and concede. But you have Barnsley, on the other hand, who has scored in 38 of the last 41 league matches, and they've conceded in 24 of their last 26 coming into today. They've hit both teams to score in 39 of their last 47 matches, which is 83% above. 4 out of every 5 hit both teams to score. They're actually coming in hitting both teams to score in 16 of their last 18 in the league. And when these two play one another in the last 5 of 7 matches that they've played one another, both teams to score has come in. So we're going to tail Barnsley once again on the same line at both teams to score with Huddersfield in England League One, and I got that at minus 155. Our second play of the day is coming right after it. We're going to the England Premier League. So we're staying in England in a matchup with Brentford and Wolves. Brentford come in scoring in 31 of their last 36 and conceding in 37 of their last 42. 88% they're conceding. They've hit both teams to score in 12 of the last 14 matches coming in. They've also hit over 2.5 goals in 27 of their last 32 that hit both teams to score, which is 84%. 4 out of every 5, over 4 out of every 5 matches that they hit both teams to score, they're looking to hit over 2.5 as well. And then you have Wolves, who have scored in 46 of their last 56. That's 82%, above that 80% marker that we like to see. They've conceded in 23 of their last 25 overall. Regular conceders away from home should be conceding. Brentford, regular conceders as well. Regular scorers should be scoring at home, should be conceding. Wolves have hit both teams to score in 8 of their last 10. So both teams are coming in form, hitting both teams to score regularly. And Wolves also have hit over 2.5 goals in 31 of the last 36 matches that hit both teams to score. So both of them are well over that 80% mark of hitting both teams to score and over 2.5 goals as corollary factors. So what we're going to do is take that bet split. We're going to take both teams to score at minus 155 and the over 2.5 goals at minus 135. Again, that's Brentford versus Wolves. Both teams to score minus 155, over 2.5 goals, minus 135 on the bet split. Those are two of my favorite looks for this weekend. There are a number of looks that I have, but coming straight off this cold, I don't, again, want to overexpose ourselves. If I don't feel like I'm crazy about something, or if I'm second guessing myself, that's not a place I want to be. These are two great looks for Saturday, and we're going to look to build off of those live this weekend. Russell Johnson, thanks for coming. Brad Morris, as always, thanks for coming. Al, good to see you guys as well. Sorry we've been sick this week, but we're battling through it. I feel like I'm on the last day. I haven't taken my medication yet, so I could get through all these figures for everybody. I actually haven't turned the page on Saturday yet. I haven't even looked at Sunday, so expect a few more bets for Sunday, possibly in the Telegram this weekend. Again, that concludes our 30th episode of Shots on Target. That's amazing. That is 6 weeks of Shots on Target all the way through. One thing I do want to let you know, a little bit of housekeeping for next week. We hit international break at the beginning of next week, which means I'm going to take the week off. There's no reason to go into next week. It's just we'll come into the Telegram and look for picks. But as far as the show is concerned, there's just not as much value next week. So we'll look to take the week off and bounce us back a week following. So you'll see a message from my X account stating that. But I wanted to let you guys know right now that next week we will be off, but we'll be coming in for the end of the international break and the beginning of the return for the club ball next week. So that's what we have for us today. Thanks you guys for coming. Concludes our 30th episode of Shots on Target with your host, Brad Betts, your go-to show for global football analysis and betting. Don't forget to screenshot the board. There's a great matchup in the English League 2 this weekend between two teams who are struggling to find a clean sheet. Accrington at 16 straight and Morecambe at 23 straight. They've also hit both teams to score in 13 of their 16 matches. Looks like a solid look there from the board. Again, that concludes our episode today, and we will catch you guys next week.